Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with another BotBots News Bits video. So last update you saw, hopefully, was talking about all of the BotBots that had information come out about them that is at least somewhat official, whether it is through a press release or the leaked samples or the entire case of blind pack figures coming to us that we can get their proper names and information and numbers on and whatnot. That was the last time. This time, we're talking about all of the BotBots that we saw at the convention that have not had any official information revealed about them yet. That also means if they did not get name dropped in the Screenrant article, I'm not counting them overall as brand new BotBots in this video. I will be pointing them out so as you are aware, oh hey, this is a new BotBot, but this is probably this guy from the Screenrant article. I will have a tally. There's going to be a tally of all the new BotBots. The ones that are new, as in we've seen their toy. We haven't seen their toys before, but we know their names from the Screenrant article. They're not getting, their number isn't being added to the list, but there's still a lot that are added overall from all of this. So let's get onto it. This was hard to organize and sort. Because they were just all over the place. Some of them you're only finding on packaging samples as opposed to in hand. But then there are other ones that you see in hand, but you don't see so well. So it was a little tricky to organize it, but I'll go over it as I go over it. Though the first place we'll start off with is some photos from the Transformers official Instagram account. I'm pretty sure this was the day before the convention. They put out 3 photos on their Instagram account story, not their actual account. Like they didn't actually post the photos. They put these photos on their story, so they're no longer on the. You can't find them actually there anymore, but I saved them. And this is where we first got introduced to the Arcade Renegades, but now we know who they all are. So again, they're not getting counted since we have them already we already know who they are if you watch the other video. But going left to right, we've got 3 new BotBots with the Jock Squad. We've got the baseball. We've got a baseball who was supposed to be in Series 1, but is now getting released at some point. I don't know when. We've got some blue guy looks like he's got some clips and straps. He's maybe like a sports bag of some kind. I can't tell. He's blue. He's blue and he's got like strap clips going on. And then in the back, we have a red, white, and blue baseball bat with the number 84 on it, which is definitely a big old Transformers reference if you couldn't tell. And he is a new baseball bat buddy. Everyone else we do already know. We know Ice Skate, the Dr. Moogly, and the 2 Guzzle Rushes, so that's fine. Oh, and yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm going to be having a +1 next to all the new BotBots and then having a tally in the bottom right corner. The next image, we get Short Edge, Ollie Bite, Love Struck, and Old TikTok. Ollie Bite, we had already been revealed to us through the Screenrant article. Short Edge was named in the Screenrant article, but we didn't know what they turned into. It turns out they are a yellow repaint or color lift of Slappy Happy, so they are a ruler. Love Struck and Old TikTok are new. There was a watch in the Screenrant article, but it's not this one. And Old TikTok is very angry. And then Love Struck is a green repaint of the baseball bot. And we did see that in the artwork from the financial call that I also talked about in a previous News Bits video. If you want to watch this one fully, you probably want to watch my other News Bits videos so you're not confused. And then while we do have the Arcade Renegades mostly all tallied and counted for, there is a purple repaint of Game Over that is here that is going to be a part of the Techie team. So that is also a brand new one. So that's 6 new ones right there. So in this image, we see 2 sets of 8 packs for the spoiled rottens. So let's talk about those packs really quick. We got a Sour Wing, a Grumpy Clumpy, a new Pencil Bot, a Taco, an Orange Bot, a Red and White Lollipop, and evil looking Rat Hacks in the first 8 pack. And then the second 8 pack has a Grumpy Clumpy, Atomic Freeze, a white and blue deodorant, Short Edge that we talked about before, a new blue and green football, a bot that is probably Spots the Rock that we got revealed, that we got name dropped before, and a blue Shredder Jack, or a blue highlighted Shredder Jack. And then the 2 blind pack figures that we don't know about, but if you'll take note, they are now green for Series 2 instead of red as they were for Series 1. So going over the actual new ones, firstly, before we actually talk about the ones I just mentioned, if you see in the top left corner of the first 8 pack, you can see that there is a camera there, and that is a new camera. It is still predominantly black, but there's red and blue bits on it. There's other images that I think we have later on in this photo set that are clearer, that do show off that better in the alt mode. But that is in fact a new camera, as well as this new version of Rat Hacks, who is a new character because he's got blue keys instead of gray, and he's got a very sinister looking face on him. Moving on over, we do have Red and White Lollylicks, a new Red and White Lollipop. So that's cool. No information on that. I do realize I technically do have an error here because the Orange Bot we do know the name of. We do know the name of the Orange Bot. We believe this seems the most likely. It is going to be Gorilla Grimes. That was name dropped in the Screenrant article. That is going to be part of the Shedheads. Purely because of the fact that we do know that is going to be we've seen artwork specifically tied to the Series 2. And looks like a gorilla. So it's probably Gorilla Grimes. So that should not have been added into the tally. So yeah, so I did accidentally forget to add the one. We only had added 8 into this, the additional tally on this image instead of, but I did correct it for the later ones. So all of the later ones are going to be incorrect and have an additional 1 because I did not want to count that because we did know Gorilla Grimes existed. So this number is right. Everything else is going to be off by 1, unfortunately, because I did this before and I don't have time to edit it again. But yeah, so that's Gorilla Grimes, so we now know who that is. And then we got a new Taco Bot. We see that in their taco mode, which is neat. We got more food. And then we got a pencil, a green colored pencil who looks very, very bruised. And I'm like, when I first saw it, I thought, is this going to be part of the spoiled rods? Is it going to include bad pencils? But it's not being included with the spoiled rods. It's just still surprising that he looks like that, or she. I don't know what their genders are at all. But continuing on, we do see the blue repainted Shredder Jack, which is neat. A foam football, predominantly light blue with lime green colored football, who again we don't know. And then again, like I said, a new Nobio that is going to be white and blue, and it seems to have snowflake patterns on it. So that's neat. That is neat. That's it for that image. Moving on, we have some artwork of Series 3 blind packs. Since Series 2 now has going to have green packaging, Series 3 will actually have orange packaging to, again, help further distinguish it. So there's a lot of bots here that are only shown in artwork, so bear with me for a moment. We're going to start at the bottom left of the single pack, of the single blind pack. First, you can see an orange Triceratops, who I believe is actually going to turn into an orange, and a different piece of artwork that I think you see in these photos later on is actually going to be part of the spoiled rottens. That just makes sense to me. Though I do want to note that M-Cypher has a list, an entire Google spreadsheet, with all the BotBots he can identify to teams, and he mentions a potato. I haven't been able to find the potato, but I think he may be talking about this Triceratops. That's the literally only thing I could get, but I still think this looks more like an orange than a potato. So I don't know where he's talking about that. It might be the same one. It might be. I just wanted to mention that. Above the Triceratops, we then now have a gray Nobio. So that's new too. Above them, we got a new watch and then a Cuddle Waddle. We already saw those in the Screenrant article. Above them is a blue thing with a white face, and it looks like pretzels on the front. I'll bring it up again later on because we do get to see a toy version of it in robot mode. But I figured I'd count it here since it was the first instance of it being new. And then we also have a lime green thing with gray panels, and we also do see a physical sample of it later on, but I don't know what it is in the slightest. This is definitely not a potato, though. That definitely does not turn into a potato. And then we have Drippy Puppy. We knew about that. And then next to Drippy Puppy, we have a blue diode with nice hair. If you watched my video about the financial call artwork, you'll be kind of familiar with this as the good hair bot I mentioned before, but it's got different colors. We do know that good haired bot is going to be a guitar. It is going to be released as part of Series 2. It's actually going to be one of the Lost Bots. I'll get into that in a later video because we don't actually see that information at the convention. But we do see that bot coming out. I don't think we see. Yeah, we don't see the first iteration of this toy at the convention at all. That's interesting. But anyway, we do have this one. It's going to be a repaint with more blue than the blue and white it has in a different shade of blue. So this is a new version of that same toy, it seems to be. So that's another +1 there. We're going to go all the way. Everyone else we already know. We're going to go all the way to the top, and where there's the example bot that is being shown converts between 2 modes. That seems to be a new bot. That seems to be USB. That's all I can tell from the image. It's what it looks like. I know, but it's not going to be exactly what they look like because we've seen them be a little more cartoonified for that 2 modes descriptor thingy there. Moving on to the larger image, we got an example of the Playroom Posse Pack with the baseball, Quackles, another version, a Cuddle Waddle, and then a new BotBot who looks like... I think, again, another bot we're going to see later on in an actual toy form. It seems to be a bot that has chocolate pellets in its head. So I think it's like a box of Maltesers or something similar to that. That's what I get from it. I don't know. I'll make sure to point it out when we get to its actual toy. And then if you look at the bottom left corner, you see a red baseball bat. This is not getting a new edition. We don't see this toy in any other place, but we did know its name because we know there is going to be a Lost Bot by the name of Strike 4, and the Lost Bots all on the packaging always appears in that corner. So that is very much likely the Strike 4 that we already knew about. So again, not added. So the correct number, because I miscounted earlier, we're at 21 new BotBots. Fourth image to show, we don't have a whole lot, but we do have examples of packaging for the Seasons Greeters and the Goo Goo Groupies. Goo Goo Groupies, we have Shusha Fire, Bottle of Tears, the baseball again, the Purple Prince Perfumius, who I think is not Prince Perfumius, but I think it's a new character. I can't remember its name, but it's the drink from the Fresh Squeezes. And then Orange Drum Beats, and of the first new character we're talking about right now, who is a bottle of chocolate sauce or chocolate syrup. Another toy we're gonna see in toy form, an actual on the floor later on. But again, first instance they came up, so I bring them up right now. But while we're also here, if you'll notice in the top corner, I have an enhanced image of the corner where the Lost Bot for the Goo Goo Groupies appears. It appears that it is a gray and yellow repaint of Totes Ma Goats. And I counting that as a new one because it seems to have a different color layout to another gray and yellow version of Totes Ma Goats that we're getting that might be a character we already know. It might, I think it might be Tool Bag, who is going to be part of the Shed Heads as part of Series 2, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm most confident with and what I put down for later on, and we'll discuss that again later on. But then we're going to go over to Season's Greeters. We got You'll Be Bored, Sweet Breath, Sugar Breath, the brown Calamity Keys, who I believe is the brown version of the piano, and then the green Angry Cheese, who we already knew about from the Screenrant article. We already knew most about these. And then, as you can also see, I do have another enhanced image right above the pumpkin showing off the Lost Bot for the Season Greeters. And it is the gray version of Nobio, so we know that Nobio is going to be a Lost Bot that is going to be affiliated with the Season's Greeters. Why? I don't know, honestly. Next image. We have two images from the diorama from the floor. And I'm going to bring this up really quick. The white circles are the ones that we are aware of, though I did forget one. We do have the chocolate sauce bottle, the first one you see. Then we go to the bottom. We got the blue shredder jack. Going up to the middle of the picture at the edge of the cafe one, we got the Maltesers bot, it seems. And then moving over to the ones with the shedheads, we got the yellow Totes Ma Goats. The more yellow Totes Ma Goats. So, and then again, I think this is Tool Bag, as well as Drill It Yourself, who is the red Major League Scroogey. And then I forgot to circle it, but above Drill It Yourself, you see Glitch Face, who is was with the Series 2 blind pack. Oh, that might have been why I didn't circle it, because you guys already saw it if you watched that video. But we do see two new BotBots here. We have a slightly different version of Shredder Jack, as well as a blue cupcake. That is going to be a repaint of Frost Ferratu. So we are now at the correct number should be 25. Moving along, more images of the diorama of ones that we actually get that are brand new. At the very bottom of what is the roof picture, we do have a dirty version of Sergeant Scrub-a-Dub, pink and dirty brown version. Again, was from the Financial Call artwork. And then we have the veggie pizza sitting at the top of that picture. That is now part of the other picture. So we got them. We've got moving far away over, we got a cluster of 3 all the way at the right. We've got blue, red, and silver dude that is a highlighter. We have a black coffee cup, it seems. And then we have a bot with flames on his chest and is predominantly red. Now, I thought this was Sriracha at first, but then if you saw the Series 2 blind pack opening, you know Sriracha is more circular, so there's going to be another spicy themed bot coming out. But I also want to stop here and talk about 3 BotBots on the roof that we are seeing for the first time in toy form, that we know who they are. Firstly, we're going to top to bottom the 3 circles. The top one, you got the white bot with the red eye and the huge cannon arm. That seems to be Botto correct, and it seems that he turns into a bottle of whiteout, so that's cool. The one below them is the lime green bot with gray panels that I pointed out before. Again, I still can't tell who they are. And below them is Stapler, a black repaint of Stink Eye Stapleton that I didn't make this connection, but M Cypher seems to think that they are Bogus Pocus, who was a Backpack Bunch member that we were made aware of through the Screenrant article, like I said. So then in terms of new BotBots, we are at 30. And we're halfway through the images, let me tell you. Though we did get through most of them. Another image of the diorama, we have not as many. Firstly, let's talk about the circled bot on the escalator. That is a red flashlight, red repaint of Dimlet, who seems to be Terror Tail Torch, who's going to be part of the Jock Squad. Besides them, in the bushes, you can see another taco-like bot, but not the taco bot, who you can also see in robot mode underneath the Greaser Gang sign. I forgot to point that out before. Underneath the escalator, you can barely see sticking out, seems to be a white Hoatsmagoats, so that's interesting. And then there's a +2 question mark, and I have that enhanced as well. And well, firstly, there is a darker brown lace face, and I specifically point this out because you can see the other lace face up there, who is brighter and does have some slightly different facial patterns that I think it's a new BotBot, which is why I've definitely added to the total. And behind them is a new hat based off of Ollie Bite, who I'm not certain who it is. It's entirely possible this is Pixelfin, who is an Arcade Renegade member that we were informed of, but we have not seen any pictures of. We've seen 14 of the 16 Arcade Renegades in toy form, but there are 2 that we haven't. We haven't seen Pixelfin, and we haven't seen 24K-bit. It's entirely possible this could be Pixelfin because Cacklecorn is, if you'll notice, right next to them, in front of the slightly darker lace face. But I'm not sure, and this is why I'm putting this one as a question mark. So we're at 33 for sure, and then 34 question mark. Moving on. This is unfortunately a poor image. I could only find this. I only was able to get this shot of the Techie Team room through video provided by tfu.info. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, all of these images I am using come from Ant at TFU Info or Diecast, who is posting it to the Radio Free Cybertron Twitter account. So thank you both for the photos you took at this convention to help me do all of this work. But let's talk about the 2 new bots I can say for sure. We have the new ones are a definitely new energy drink, the green with the yellow and red lightning bolt. That's going to be a repaint of Energies. That's going to be like the gamer drink, you know. And then a yellow version of the blue bot that was in the Instagram photos from the very first picture. Those 2 are definitely new. And then I just wanted to circle because the first circle I thought might have been a new Dr. Moogly, and the only reason why I'm bringing those up because I was confused. But looking at the patterns and the colors, it seems to be just another ice site. The Dr. Moogly repaint we already saw in the Series 2 blind pack video and also earlier in this video. And then you can also see the black camera with the red and blue sections that was very tinily in the Spoiled Runs 8-pack artwork for their packaging. So add 2 more, so we're at 35 and potentially 36. One new one in this next image. Again, sorry for the video quality, the photo quality, but we do have a new BotBot. It is a white chocolate bar version of Remorsal. And then we can also see, while we're here, we can also talk about a Music Mob 5-pack that includes Dizzy Bones, Drum Beats, the purple version of Game Over, and the stapler that we believe to be Bogus Pocus. So we're at 36 or potentially 37. Moving on, it does show us the white Nobio in packaging alongside Grand Piano, Pinky Pop, and the blue Shredder Jack, as well as we also see the bot mode of the blue thing with the pretzels on the chest. Looking at the color scheme of robot mode, I'm just like, this is Auntie Pretzels, isn't it? It's Auntie Pretzels. That's what it is. So that's just the bot mode of that. So actually no new additions, so we're just at 36 or potentially 37. Next image, we have some Swag Stylers packs. Firstly, let's talk about the 2 definitely new ones. There is a blue potted Stinkosaurus Rex, who's probably not Greenie Rex because that would not make sense. And then we also have what seems to be a new Dizzy Bones. It looks like the Maraca with just different colors. It might be branded as something else, but I'm just going to call him Maraca because it looks like Dizzy Bones again. But this image is going to be frustrating because there's 2 bots in the packaging that I don't know for sure what they are. So starting off at the bottom right one, there's a white blob in the packaging. It's the image quality is bad and I can't tell what it is. I want to say that it is a new version of King Toots. That I think that's King Toots, the King Toots mold in the alternate mode. That correlates to something we'll see in the next image, but I can't say that with utmost certainty. So that's why I'm circling and giving it adding an extra 1 to the potential count, because I'm not so confident on that. I would my gut says that it is that toilet paper that I'm going to show you in the next image, but I can't tell you for certain, so I'm just going to say this might be a new one. And then the top left, I don't know why I'm looking at it. I can't tell you what it is. I just see the head and it looks like it. Like I should be counting it as something else because I look at that head and I don't see what else it could be that we know of. But I can't get a good look at it all the way. So I don't know. So that's why I'm also counting that as a maybe, until we get a better look at it at the very least. But now the correct total should be, definitely 38 new ones and potential 41 new ones. And then the last image is of the Ultimate Collector's Guide book. So there were a few new reveals of BotBots in this artwork. So let's just, and I enhanced all the images I could that did feature things that we were not aware of. We're gonna start with probably the newest one, the bottom right one. That is a donut hole bot. It looks like it would be Sprinkleberry Donut's little cousin, and we'll talk about that more in my next video because we do get a better look at it. Moving over to the left where we actually have new additions. It's that toilet paper bot I was talking before with the duller, bluer colors, and then the blue version of Chilla Gorilla. So that's 3 definite ones there. Going above, we see artwork of the orange bot from the one pack that threw off my number system. That is Gorilla Grimes, presumably, with paint on him, it seems. So I don't know what's up with that. And then the thing above him, or them, I should say, what I think is their alt mode, because there's no other bot that has orange and black on it, unless that's a brand new bot. But I think they might be related, but I'm not sure. So that's another one to maybe, but I'm pretty confident that I feel most comfortable in saying that's Gorilla Grimes, but I'm not sure. And then the last one on the right is a red version of Professor Wellred, who we believe is going to be Steve from accounting, and he's going to turn into a ledger. Just want to point that out since we haven't seen anything about Steve from accounting, but that makes sense. So with my error, unfortunately, this number is incorrect. So the number should be a total of 41 new BotBots that we have that we don't have definitive information on anywhere else, with a potential of up to 45 brand new ones. And we don't have any information on from anywhere else, from Screenrant or anything that came out after the convention officially. And that means that we got revealed to us 85 bots from the Screenrant article, 16 bots from the Arcade Renegades, and then this additional at least 41. So that's 142 new BotBots, potentially up to 146 potentially out of the 191 that they are promising for 2019. If we include the 61 from Series 1, that throws that number to over 200. And then we also have the Bakery Bites and the Lawn League that we know at least of 10 of. So that's 210. And with that in mind, I'm going to say that, and also I'd be also surprised, also by the fact I'd be surprised if we saw every single new BotBot we were going to get for the rest of the year, or at least got named every BotBot we're going to see for the rest of the year. I am convinced that, I feel pretty confident in saying Series 2 and 3 themselves, with maybe some like side exclusives like the Lawn League and Bakery Bites, they themselves are going to be the 190 that they are counting towards as being released in 2019. And that's a crazy number. That's a crazy number right there. But yeah, that's every BotBot I was able to find that was not accounted for anywhere else. That's it for specifically ToyFair news. But I'm going to have another update video coming out soonish. That's going to be talking about every BotBot that we know that is going to be coming out for Series 2. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And also let me know in the comments down below which of these was your favorite that I was able to find. Did you find any BotBots that I didn't find that are brand new? Do you think I'm crazy that there is going to be a lace face that is just slightly darker brown? Because I slightly started doubting myself while watching the video, but I still feel like that's still different. But anywho, I'm sorry, there's just a lot of information I had to go through in this video, and I'm making this video longer by rambling. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426, and also please support me on Patreon. The link for that is in the description down below. So thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.